Hi, my name is Joby Bednar. I'm the creator of Video Barbershop, a video editing program for the MacOS that is now live publicly for beta testing on Apple's test flight system. You can download and try it out yourself for free. Link is in the description of the YouTube channel. Just go there, click on the link, download Apple's test flight app, and get hooked up into the beta. You can send me feedback, use this and video, edit your VHS tapes to your heart's content while this is currently in its public beta. So what is Video Barbershop? It is a video editing software program designed specifically for bulk editing VHS conversions. However, it will work on any video, but I have a number of features here that are specifically useful for VHS tapes that you might come across. The paradigm that I'm using is very different than a lot of the other kind of video salons, I like to call them, the more complicated, more advanced, multi-track video editing suites. This is a very simple and efficient system of a video queue. And for each video, you define and create a series of clips. Those clips are then saved off into your clip queue, and it's these clips that you are exporting. Either you can export them as individual clips, as individual files, each one of these, or you can merge them together. And for the clips themselves, when you're editing the video, this is your video editing row of kind of buttons, and then when you select the clip itself, there's a clip-specific set of buttons. They are duplicated, some of these. As you can see, these buttons are duplicated down here. And what these do is when you make a change to the video itself, you can adjust, let's shift this red a little bit, get that kind of in line with the green. And maybe we want to drop down the blue so all of these are together. You can make this edit with this color palette, but it'll affect every one of the clips that you've extracted. And on the clip specific timeline, you can then go in and override those settings and maybe bring them into, kind of a different, different variation that you want, so that only that specific clip has that override change. And that is kind of the paradigm that I've used here for all of these controls. I'll go into each one of these in greater detail in future videos. Look for those videos on this YouTube channel, specifically for each of these topics about what all of these things do. There's a ton of great stuff in here for doing things very quickly, sharpening and enhancing and adjusting the audio gain, doing all sorts of fun stuff. There's an audio track shift capability where you can do it across the video itself, but then in individual clips you can just kind of further offset them, as you may find time drifting across them. Apple has a audio unit plugin kind of foundation where third parties can create these plugins, oftentimes for like GarageBand or your other video editing suites. These plugins will be installed system-wide, and you can tap into them and add these capabilities, and you can adjust your settings through these third parties. I've found that if you're dealing with hums and clicks in the background of the audio for a lot of VHS tapes, using this graphic EQ plugin from Apple that's built into every Mac. This is on your system right now, and tying into that, setting these values to this will reduce those higher frequency clicks, hums that you may have in video, and you can clean up the audio. There's just tons of great features in here. I'll go into the in-depth detail of each one, but I just want you to see and understand kind of the basics of this video cue clipping kind of paradigm that I've got going on. And then in each section, the other thing to be aware of is I've got a lot of helpful information in here and detailing, especially for clipping videos, the way I was clipping this so quickly and, with the keyboard shortcuts here, incrementing frames using the number pad and the arrow keys, besides dragging this timeline around, which the timeline works for, both on the video or on the timeline itself. But defining clips, the A, S, and D keys are also the shortcuts for defining your start time of a clip. Maybe you want your start time there, you want your end time, maybe you want it there, and then when you're ready to clip it, you clip it. These are also mapped to A, S, and D on the keyboard, so you can go through and clip as many clips as you want, and you can see that this is the video timeline, not of the video you're going to output, but of the clips in the queue that you're generating, and where, when you select that clip, where that exists actually in your video. It's a slightly different paradigm, but it's optimized for bulk editing and capabilities. And so, for example, just as one final example, you want to create a watermark. We'll throw in my logo here in as a watermark. We'll drop it to the corner. We'll offset it by like 5 pixels off in the corner so it's not directly hugging the edge. And you can see for this clip we've got the watermark down there. I actually want to do this for all my clips, so I'll just clip that button and it's now mapped it to everyone. So every one of these clips I've done now has my watermark. However, if I go in here and across all of my other videos, I say I've got like a whole series of clips that I've created. I can go back to any one of these, hold down an option key and copy it to all videos, all clips in all videos, and so now you can see this clip now has that as well. You won't see it on the timeline because, again, this is for the video itself, not what you're actually exporting. What you're actually exporting is the video itself, or the clip itself. And so it's a slightly different paradigm that you kind of have to wrap your head around for this program. But once you do, you'll find that there's some consistent controls to make bulk video editing very fast, such as sharpening all of your videos in all of your clips systematically. There, I've just applied a sharpening filter to every clip that I've extracted in every video that I've done without having to go through and doing every single time. So it's got a lot of features. You can export the clips individually, you can merge these together, and in bulk you can do the same where you can merge all, which merges all clips from all videos, and you can adjust the order of both videos and clips as you like. You can duplicate clips. If you want, you can flag a certain spot of the video and say, well, I actually want to add some more clips, but I actually want to add them right after this clip. And so you can flag a clip and it'll adjust and insert all the videos into your flagged clip. So there's a number of features here. Again, I'm going to go into video for each one of these features that you'll see and the different capabilities and talk about them and some tips and tricks, even though this section may have tips and tricks and then helpful info. But again, thank you for taking a look at this video. Thank you especially if you download the beta and give it a try and send me some feedback. What's your pipeline for video editing? Are there features that you would like, that you use? Would they be helpful to include? Should I create some more buttons here specifically for your needs? Let me know. I really appreciate it. I'd like to launch this in the next month or two, and with your help and it'll just become that much better. I really appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this and give it a try. I'm really proud of it. I personally use it for my own videos that I have on YouTube. I hope you'll find it as useful as I do. Thank you.